Normally, a first Nuzlocke is something fun and quirky like Fire Red or Emerald. However, some are masochists and choose Radical Red, Legends Arceus, or God knows who what with rolls, such as if I take damage, I gouge out an eye or dump my firstborn in the gutter or something. And then there's me, that just wants to be this guy. What are you staring at? Being the son of a crime organization leader, there's only one thing I could do that makes sense, and you guessed it. Commit a felony. Look at the guy. Now with a Pokemon of our very own, it's time to embark on a journey as a misunderstood child with mommy and daddy issues. Before we can make it to town, we see our rival Gold with his stupid face and his stupid black and gold cap. No. We make our way north to Mr. Pokemon's house, who hands us HM8 dye for our Totodile and introduces us to Professor Oak, who seems to be onto something. Tells me to battle Crystal and then cheerfully asks, hey, would you like to help me complete the Pokédex? I guess I don't have a choice. Just like you don't have a choice but to like this video. Now do it. So now I could officially embark on my journey to become the very worst like no one ever was. We catch our first sacrifice, teammate Caterpie that I named Spud, and Pidgey named Harry Suh. But before we hand a Gold to Pudding, we remember Crystal all the way back at Mr. Pokemon's house, and I mean, what could I say? Equal opportunity. Yes. Battle, eat 'em. Now I know what you're thinking. How did you level up so fast, Squid? Well, rare candies, because grinding his ass and cheating is based. I don't know. We knock out the Chikorita with Harry and Smoochum follow suit shortly after. And that's how I successfully ran Crystal's pockets. And to guarantee an easy kill, we mass feed Spud candies until he evolves into a Butterfree. Feeling confident with our team, our battles, and our pockets full of change, we're on top of the world. And how to let everybody else know? You got a Pokemon at the lab, but what a waste. A wimp like you. Not ready. Not ready for the sauce. That's how. And not Cyndaquil. Please don't tell me their son. Yep, there it is. We made quick work of Cyndaquil and Aipom, and if there's anything that we could take from this game and run, not playing by the book will get you heaps and bounds further than anyone else physically and financially. As we trek to the next town, we make a pit stop in the dark cave in search of an elusive Pokemon, so to say. Give me a Dunsparce. I will take a Dunsparce. Please. Please. Zubat. You know what? I'll take it. I crit. Before taking on Gym Leader Faulkner, we head to the Pokemon Center to heal our Pokemon, and we see the Poke Center is in shambles because of a stray Zubat, which we successfully catch and name Blanc. Totodile and Harry get force-fed until they evolve, and now we're more than ready to tackle on our first gym. Faulkner sends out a Murkrow, which does in fact get eaten, and sends out a Noctowl, who... Oh, he put me to sleep. Blanc comes out immediately and gets put to sleep as well. How do you hit 2 Hypnosis? What's the accuracy check on this? Come on. We throw Hail Mary with Leech Life, and I hope it's a lot. Please. It didn't do anything. Now it's Harry's turn, because clearly we won't get hit with another Hypnosis. How is it hitting? It has a 70% accuracy. We switch to Spud. Get him, Spud. Eat! And that's how we successfully got our first gym with 0 casualties, I guess. Anyway, we catch a Vulpix named Brahmin the next route. We heal up, and we get a mysterious egg from a woman named Hazel. Catch a Hoot Hoot. We deny a $1 million Slowpoke tail, hatch the male Nidoran, enter the cave, and capture Clinton the Geodude before robbing this guy not only of his pockets but his bike. Squid used beat up. Take it easy. You started this, now I'm finishing it. Now get lost. I just swagjacked this kid's bike. And then we encountered one of the best Pokemon in Johto. Whatever I'm catching. Heracross. Ah, yes. I'll take it. I will take it. I killed it. Never mind. Head into Azalea Town, where I hear the faint voice of my mother over a walkie-talkie and start spiraling. This is where we question the innocent grunt of all of his morals and choices. Where's my mom? There's so much at store. We beat the grunt, we take Bugsy, and we snatch that hive badge with ease thanks to the power of lying, cheating, and stealing. But before leaving Azalea Town to conquer the next gym, we stop at our favorite Pokeball maker, Kurt, who's being attacked by a Houndour. I freaking love Houndour. Clearly I'll catch it. I killed it. I killed it. In a one-sided battle, Gold was neutered once again. Oh, and had to stop at the Slowpoke well because, you know, we had to catch one for ourselves. Followed by Crystal, where we found her frolicking through Eterna Forest. Upon exiting the forest, we had one last final encounter before fighting Whitney and her immortal Miltank. This is what we needed right here. Let me tell you how excited I am to beat Whitney with her own Pokemon. Literally, the plan is foolproof. Every gym leader from now on gets beaten and bodied by a superior version of their own Pokemon based out of my image and likeness. We're just gonna stall it. We got the first casualty, guys. And I guess Nidorino has to clean it up. Beating Whitney first try is an impressive feat, considering I remember my first encounter many moons ago, when the outcome was vastly different, but it came with a cost. Ditto, you'll be missed. Rest in pieces, my guy. You've done such a great job. 07s. So in order to fill the empty void in my soul, I sold copious amounts of rare candies for the sake of buying the next Ace Abra, which I used endless amounts of rare candies to evolve it into Kadabra, and learned that money does in fact buy happiness. Onward and upward. I get stopped by an officer who says we meet again, little lady, and I don't ever recall meeting this officer a day in my life. Also, I'm a boy. Crocodile takes down officer. Oh, I get it. In the grass, we snatch a Scyther named Felix. Our next stop is Morty the ghost type gym leader. After failing his maze and free falling in what feels like Groundhog's Day. Made it. We did it. Our best boy Blanc takes out Morty's ghosts one by one with absolute confidence and ease. Heading to the next route to victimize another gym leader, we catch a Miltank we name Starboy, and Magnemite named Murple. Also, we name Pokemon after recent subscribers, so if you want to be one in the future, while strolling around Olivine Town, we pick up someone's balls, which contain Eradicate, a Coughing, a Grimer, and an Arbok. Has to be a Team Rocket member, right? After overstuffing our Magnemite, forcing Murple to evolve like we did with the rest of the party, and with nothing else to do around these parts, it's time to head over to Mahogany Town, where it's suggested we do some light sightseeing in the Lake of Rage. We get bamboozled by two Team Rocket grunts, and Meowth, Jesse James? Is that you? They try to run my pockets, and we easily take out their Arbok and Weezing. Grum knocks Meowth into the single digits, and another victim has been taken this round. Faint attack, normal to psychic. Not happening. And this time, it's by greed. The shiny new toy that was bought in the midst of mourning over a fallen grape is now its greatest company. 07 Kadabra, you really tried. May your soul rest well, and may your spoon stay bent, my little weirdo friend. We got Sizer out of this, so I guess life's pretty good. Before reaching the Lake of Rage, there's only one last encounter that we must have, and it's a second chance at life. The Redemption Arc, as we acquire Mulligan's the Heracross. With the new Heracross on our team, it was time to head to the treacherous waters and capture Freya the Red Gyarados. Let's... got it! The grunt spills his beans about the radio frequencies disturbing the Pokemon in the lake, and a boy, followed by a man with red hair and a cape, are on the way to their secret rocket hideout. He asks if I can let him go, and I tell him, no. I'm begging here. Keep begging. Thanks, kid. Now listen up. No. Okay, I guess I have to say yes. He tells me where the stairs are, and we head over there only to be met by my favorite lolcow, Officer Harassment. Once again, he calls me a girl, and once again, I get sick of his shit, and once again, he gets his shit rocked, his pockets run, and falls more into depression because even on his best day, he couldn't hold this little lady's jockstrap. After defeating copious amounts of grunts, we run into the mysterious man in a cape, the Pokemon League champion Lance, and, well... If that wasn't humiliating enough, a Rocket executive persuades me to take over where my deadbeat father last left off. After not listening to my requests, he too feels the pain. On the desk, we pick up a ball with a note attached telling me to train over at Dragon's Den before challenging the Pokemon League. Next stop, Cinnawood City, I think. But on Route 40, I caught and evolved a Remoraid named Roararts, and it hit me. I remember there was a grunt who lost his Pokemon in Olivine. and fled to Cherry Grove. We confront him, we watch him flee with rocket boots, we chased after him because we could do this the easy way or we could do this the hard way. Open your fucking doors or I'm gonna blow out your fucking back. Alright, I see you choosing the hard way. Go, I don't have my Feraligatr on me. Rip that door off its hinges. Nice work, return. He bust down his door like the Kool-Aid Man and he begged for mercy, which we showed him at a small cost of HM Strength, Waterfall, Rock Smash, and then it was time to get back to collecting badges. We beat Chuck, the fighting gym leader, with flying colors with Horartz's Psybeam, followed by Jasmine's substitute with Octazooka, and Bryce, the ice-type gym leader. I, Price, the winter trainer, shall demonstrate my power. You can go demonstrate these nuts! Price meets his demise and gets taken out single-handedly by the second-string best doggo Arcanine. I know, I messed up the Houndour, okay? I'm sorry. Before heading to the 8th and final gym, we must go to the tower in Ecruteak to calm down the sacred beasts. However, looking back, I realized I missed something. Remembering way back when Harassment said, "Hey, you again?" I totally skipped out on the first encounter at Burn Tower. How could I be so dumb? Well, you could only guess how that battle went. And we did it. We got the best possible Pokemon line that we could have ever asked for. My favorite, the Ghastly line. Because we all know Gengar will single-handedly destroy Lance as I become the brand new Pokemon League champion. First things first, we have to calm down the sacred beasts by proving ourselves to the Bald Trio. Wait, they have hair? I want to try to put it to sleep. And once again, unlucky with Hypnosis. It's gonna kill me. Don't kill Gengar, please. No! To beat Stage 1, 2, and 3 of the Wise Trio encountered Entei one-on-one until it used Roar and fled from the battle. T-Ball number 4 tells us that we ain't shit. That's what we do here. And proceeds to run through my team hit after hit until I'm left lifeless. With Gengar, Feraligatr, Butterfree, Arcanine, Pidgeot, and Sizer all taken to the local dumpster, we could only remember the good times that we had. Whether our first encounter was stolen from a Pokemon lab, to being called my first fodder, to finding my favorite Pokemon eons later in a burned down tower. You all taught me a lesson. Maybe I'm not strong enough. Maybe Pokemon are more than just monsters, used to make others kneel. Maybe, just maybe, this may be the self-reflection I needed to break free from the same ideas and tendencies as my egotistical, self-centered father. We run into Bill, we get an Eevee and Goldenrod before heading down to Ice Cave, and we call Edvin the Sneasel. So we challenge the 8th and final gym leader, Claire. Dude, but those boots! Ice beams its way to victory. Claire refuses to give me the last and final badge unless I find some relic in the Dragon's Den located behind the gym. Immediately entering the cave, the challenge has been set out by a not-so-cool trainer who suffers the same fate as many. Another L handed out. Remembering what was said in the note from Lance, I immediately disregard because, let's face it, I won't see him till... Oh. This is okay. This is okay. A punch! Got him. And just like that, we beat Dragonite and Lance. Where there's a loss of Raticate, was met by a colossal gain in Tyranitar and also a gifted Dratini. With a newfound power means a newfound sense of accomplishment, Claire finally hands over the 8th and final badge, which means it's off the victory road. There waiting on the path is our good old buddy Crystal. Hey Squid, so you made it. That's awesome. This path leads to a really dangerous area with very strong Pokemon. Maybe we'll get to go one day. Anyway, let's see if you're ready for the Pokemon League. I mean, look, how hard can it be? Hitmonchan is hitting me without a fighting type move. Hanging on by a thread, the unthinkable happened. Yeah. Skipping any chance of flinch. Disregarding the laws of physics, Sky Uppercut. Once again proving why I may not be immortal. Oh! Maybe Lance was wrong. The more he talked, the more I believed. The more I believed, the harder I fell. I was given these tools for success. But what? A mockery? Did I let Lance down? No. Even worse, I let myself down. And it all ends with Tyranitar. Floating through the Indigo Plateau and the Victory Road, we have one last thing that's stopping me from achieving greatness. One last battle. Hold it, are you going to take on the Pokemon League Challenge? Don't make me laugh. You're so much weaker than I am. I'm not like I was before. I now have the best and strongest Pokemon with me. Gold, I challenge you. Brother. Gold. Sudowoodo, down. Sunflora, down. Mantine, down. Aipom, down. Typhlosion, down. And we made it all the way to the Pokemon League. And then we go up here, and then we speak to Professor Oak. Ah, Squid, so, you've made it all the way down to the Elite Four, huh? I'm sure Giovanni would be proud. How do you know? I've known since you were a baby. Your dad and I worked together on some very important research. It's a shame that he disappeared like he did. I didn't understand. If you knew who, who he... So, what happens now? That depends on you. If you want to make up for your mistakes, I'd say go see Professor Elm. He's been worried sick about Totodile. Ah, but what about... Just go see Elm. Trust me, I'll be waiting. And in front of Professor Elm, Officer Harassment took one final L. And when the dust was settled, there was only one thing I could have said in this situation that I single-handedly put myself in, from stealing Pokemon to using brute force to get my way. Fuck the police. Elm dropped all the charges, and now sees what Oak sees in me. I get the stamp of approval to make my way to challenge the Pokemon League at last. With Oak and Elm's blessing, the Elite Four and champion await. But there was one problem. Not for me, but the league. Datu at 40? I thought it was 54. Whoops. My bad. I was severely overleveled.